Ready, Seven Chief.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Ready.
Hey, all right. My name is Mark, and I was asked to shoot a video about the bus and the progress of how long it's been and where it's at right now. So what you see behind me is my bus. I like to call her Serenity or the Sail Bus. So follow me and I'll show you the inside. Pardon the glare. So this is my front door. Go ahead, come on in. So the first thing that I'll point out is what I have going on right over here above the windshield. What I use this for, this is an old curtain, and when I park, what I can do is, it's secured. I can let go of these Velcro straps and it will create a visual barrier so that you cannot see in, so it'll black out the insides of the bus. As we move on a little bit further, I've got little knickknacks. One of them, I put up this really cool 3-pronged cast iron coat hanger. So I've got my my jacket from Peru that I got about 20 years ago that I still have, and my nice old Champion jacket. Just a little bit of storage right up underneath here. And as you go ahead and come on in, you can probably see what I have going on right here. I've got the table and the benches. So with the benches themselves, I have storage that I built into them so that I can just store things and then go ahead and clip it up that way. These are all foam right here. Obviously my table. Now what's interesting about this specific table is I can collapse it and turn it into my bed. So if you want to take a quick look with the camera, you can see that I have cotter pins down here on both sides. So what I'll end up doing is I'll pull these cotter pins out. Now, first things first, I'll take my cushions and push them up. Pull out the cotter pins, just like this. And then I can come down from the top and push it down to where it lies flat. And then I can take my cushions and I can turn them into a bed, a second bed, or I can put a couple of blankets, rolled blankets, or a couple of pillows, and I can watch my TV with it. Now in the future, what I'm thinking of doing is taking some wood and actually building like a bar out here so it would provide more support for your back. Now for those of you who know me, you know what I do for a living. I'm a SEAL. So if the cameraman, if you can come here a little closer and focus in on these corner pieces, that is the emblem. That is the emblem of the Navy SEAL. So I thought it was interesting. I'd throw that on that table and a little shout out. So that's my settee. As we move over, what are you gonna do when you're sitting on your settee and you got time to waste? Well, you're gonna waste it by watching TV. So what I have here is I've just got your basic flat screen TV. What it is it's hooked up behind, it's actually built into the entertainment center that I built out of recycled pallet wood and then whitewashed. It has a Amazon Fire Stick hooked up through one of the HDMI ports, and as you can see, I can move it around to wherever it is that I'm sitting. Now the power source for this is interesting. I decided that I wanted to go solar. So up top that you cannot see, you have a 100-watt system. It's not a lot, it was just a starter set, But what I found is it's plenty with the battery bank that I have underneath to be able to run my TV, my laptop, my cell phone charger, a small fan, and it will recharge in about a half a day for about, if I use all of those appliances together for about 4 hours, it'll recharge it in half the day the next day. So do I want to upgrade? Absolutely. I want to throw a couple more panels up there. It'll quicken up the recharge rate, but for now it works. So if you want to kind of peek down a little bit further and get an idea of the get up, I've got my charge controller here that's coming from the solar panel up top. The solar panel up top is coming through the back wall and into the solar charge controller, and then down here I pulled 2 RV batteries out of an RV, and I'm utilizing these for my battery bank, and they're wired in parallel right now. So negative to negative, positive to positive. What that does is it doubles my amp hours with what I have. And then that's tied to my fuse box, which is then tied to a 1,000-watt inverter. Now I went with a 1,000-watt inverter. Probably should have gone higher. Probably will come back and buy another one that's bigger, at least a 2,000. But for what I need it for, absolutely works. At the absolute most, I can use it to run a fridge that I have right here, but I don't like to run that very much because it does drain the batteries. So only use that in a pinch. So recycled pallet wood, this is my entertainment center. You've seen this side. Now if you want to come on this way, you can see my, my kitchen. So the kitchen itself, it's all hand built, hand messed up by me, I guess you could say, but espresso on the top with lacquer, and then the backsplash, I just took normal backsplash tile and went ahead and secured it with the caulk. It was dual adhesive and caulk, and then refinished that little IKEA sink. Cost me like 60 bucks at IKEA. It's great. It's actually a heck of a lot larger than what I need, but it's nice to have because I can put plenty of dishes in. The faucet right here is handmade. Cost me pretty much nothing at Home Depot. I think I bought 6 feet of this copper piping for about $6, and this little brass head, and I just chopped it up in some elbow joints and soldered it together. So that's my faucet. I've got a little bit of splash of color, a little shout out to my cameraman. He decided to give me a homecoming present, or a home warming present, I should say. And that's where we have that. I had also another friend go ahead and make these curtains for me. So I have curtains on all 4 sides, and it helps to aid with the side privacy. Also, you can probably see from this angle, not a great job, but what I did end up doing was putting limo tint on the windows. So when you combine the limo tint plus the curtains, you get complete blackout from the inside. I mean, you could park this thing next to a house and they'd never know that you're there. So it's actually kind of cool. Another thing to point out, my awesome ghost ship picture, which my father-in-law might recognize as he gave it to me as a present. Oh gosh, maybe 10, 15 years ago. So quite some time ago he gave me that. So I thought I'd put it up here, place of honor. My little gecko, right? Got that at swap meet for $2. I think it looks pretty cool as it climbs up my my closet here. As we come a little closer, what we have here is a couple of photos. I got my family down here, and then this is a picture that I got when I was in Russia about 15 years ago, so St. Petersburg. I thought it'd be kind of cool because it's an RV, we like to travel. I'll throw some stuff that I got from other places. So this is my closet. What I do here is I've got a little hook that all I have to do is push it out. There we go. And it'll actually stay in the up position, and that way I can get in. Now if you want to come here, I'll show you. I also have these doors I can open up. And I've got, in my bus, my own walk-in closet. Well, at least if I was a little bit shorter. But what you do see is I've got places to hang. I've got places to hang, and then I also have little cubbies where I can put things. Now what I'm going to do here is I already have the stuff. I just haven't fixed it. Little eyelets that I'll put on the side, bungee to run across, and then I'll drill some holes here, and I'll run some paracord right here. So run it through, tie it, run it through, and it'll almost look like this. And I'll be able to pull out so it'll secure a little bit better. So that is my closet. Let me close that up. Oh, you know what? I didn't totally finish this, so I'll go back over here to the front. I've got my fridge right here on the inside, right? Store all my goodies. Then I've got 2 drawers. And then I've got this little knick-knack drawer. Everybody's got a place where they got to throw junk, so that's where I throw my junk. Down here, this is the heater element that came with the bus. I didn't know if I should take it out, so or if I could disconnect it. I just didn't know, and I couldn't find anything online, so I just decided to keep it, build the kitchen around it, and then take this metal grate. I painted it a metallic black and then just covered it so it always will have airflow, and so it still works. So I can run it when the bus is running. Obviously, I've got my cabinetry that is underneath the sink. This is where my pump and my gallons of water work. How I got this working, and I haven't totally fixed it yet, but there'll be one 7-gallon jug as the water reservoir, and then one 7-gallon jug that will empty this as the gray water. Then as we move back further, this is the bed. And here, cameraman, if you want to come over this way. I'm sporting my Seahawk colors here. I've got a recycled pallet wood whitewashed headboard that I've built into it, and it's pretty comfy, I gotta admit. And then if you can pan over, I even built myself a nice little table, end table. So I got a nice little bedroom end table right there. All right. Now what's interesting also about the bed is it has storage underneath it. So I can take it and I can lift it up because it's on hinges. And all of that space underneath is just empty storage. So ultimately, I have plenty of storage going on right now. What's also interesting is I like to take this bus and I like to park it on the beach with this side facing the beach because of this door right here. What I can do is I can open up this door, and I don't want to blind you with the glare, but I'll open up that door and that'll be facing the beach. So if you can get one last shot, Jimmy. All right, that's the bus. I have taken receipts. I have kept my receipts for every single thing that I have paid for this bus. I bought this in about August of 2016. It is now December 2016. I have spent so far on the bus, I bought the bus for $5,000. I've spent about $2,200 outfitting this thing. It is completely livable at this point. So I'm in it for $7,200. Do I want to put in a little bit more? Absolutely. You can always upgrade things. But I have the basic necessities here, and I truly love it. I hope you love it. It's taken me a while. It's taken me 2 months of actual work because I was gone on a trip for a month. So it's taken me about 2 months of a lot of manual labor. But I tell you what, I love this. I love it. It's fun. It's like constantly camping, but glamping. Love it. Hope you enjoy it. Once again, shout out to all my my friends and family and brothers at the Cultural Engagement Unit, and thank you very much.